One of the most rewarding things in real estate is when you have a buyer crying with joy at the closing table. And that's what happened this time on Deal by Deal, episode 22. The year was 2015. This is a typical Tysco style small deal, like a mobile home on about an acre of land here in the valley. The property was on the MLS is how we found it. It was listed by another realtor and it was an estate sale. Somebody had passed away and they didn't have relatives that were here in Alaska. So they hired a realtor to sell it and it was pretty rough. The person who was there had lived there for a very long time and had stuff piling up all over, as well as quite a bit of deferred maintenance. The property needed the typical when we bought it for about $30,000 if I remember right. We went in there and had to empty out all this stuff. There was books and books and books. A lot of other personal belongings that were mostly garbage had to be hauled off. Some got donated or sold. And the property needed like flooring, paint, a couple soft spots in the floor, a couple light fixtures, and I think a broken pipe here or there. So it was a typical, mostly cosmetic with some minor fixer-uppers on this mobile home. Mow the lawn, make things look nice because it was pretty overgrown. And then we were able to resell it on owner financing for about twice what we had into it. So at that point, I think it was around $70,000 by the time we put a little bit of money into it. But it was mostly labor, getting it cleaned up, painted, kind of move-in ready, but still just a old, affordable mobile home. So we found the buyer for the property. She came over with her whole family to look at it. She was an older lady, not too old, but I think she brought kids and grandkids with her to look at this property. And it wasn't the best property in the world, but I could tell that they were pretty excited. There was an opportunity here that we're selling it on owner finance, that they could get into this with some money that she had saved up over the years. And so it was a perfect fit for her. Nice yard, already came with some awesome raspberries and some other cool plants. So when we went to the closing table and we were going through all the paperwork, she started to get a little emotional, and I wasn't sure, why exactly. And so she actually started crying. We're like, "Are you okay?" And what she said was she never thought that she would be in a position where she would ever be able to buy a home. She didn't have good credit. She didn't have great income. She had been a renter her entire life. She told us her age at the time, and I don't remember, but I think she was around 60 and never thought she was going to be able to own a home. Now, this wasn't, a dream home by most people's comparison, but this was an acre of land and a 2 or 3 bedroom home, something that she could pay off and have as her own. And it's not the most awesome property in the world, but it was a perfect little place for her to settle in and call home. Her payments on that are, I think, around $600. So I mean, even at the time back 9 years ago, it was rather affordable. But nowadays, you can't even rent a room at that price, and she actually owns it. She doesn't have a landlord telling her how to what to do and how to paint her house and things like that. So I thought that was really neat. That was the first time that somebody had been so emotional, and I could see how much I changed this person's life by giving them something that most people wouldn't even think is that big of a stepping stone, but it really was, and made a huge difference. So that was so exciting to do that. And she's been an excellent payer. She's still paying because we made the payments really low on it, and just very thankful person. So we love doing business with folks like that, and it turned out to be a pretty good deal for us between the turn in price point as well as the interest. That's how we do a lot of the profit on these Tysco style deals, is by collecting on the payments over the years. So anyways, hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did, and we'll see you next time. If you guys have any real estate needs whatsoever, please reach out. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, share, follow, comment, and you can find me on any of these other places that you enjoy your content. So thanks very much. Really appreciate it.